Hi, my name is Andrew Garber, and this is my video presentation for Intermediate Milestone 2 for Educational Technology OMSCS, fall semester of 2019, and my project title is Note Smoosh. Here's a quick overview of what I'll be covering today in my video. Background, project proposal, the current status of what I've completed so far, a quick demo of the application since I chose to do development track, and what the next steps are going forward. So very quick background, and also I included the link to my video one, which has the next two slides in it as well. But my wife started law school, and law school they develop a lot of different notes and a lot of different note sources. So you got docs, docx, so Word documents, PowerPoint, PDFs. Text files. So those are kind of the targeted formats that I'm looking at, and pretty much getting those different file formats and merging them on common headers using some machine learning technology from Google, their TensorFlow package to create a cohesive set of notes so they can go ahead and study for exams and just use it as a better a better one-point source to go for studying. And kind of just covered that here in the project proposal slide, heavily relying on NLP, using Python 3 for all the programming to include the GUI and all these associated libraries below. So far, to get to this milestone, I've made adjustments. I've developed the graphical user interface. I can parse both documents and PDFs. And this part, this integrating the TensorFlow, I have a TensorFlow tool up and running to decode handwriting, although I have yet to actually fully integrate it yet into the tool. So I'll demonstrate that separately as of now. And then the last part is just showing, this to you and also showing it to those who are local to me as well, such as classmates and friends and family. So here is what the interface design with my wireframe hand sketch is. This is a little bit more higher fidelity look, and I'm actually going to bring the tool over right here, and you can see actually it's pretty close. Really the big differences you'll see here are you can't drag and drop, and it has to do with the interface I'm using. If I have the time, I'd like to put in this drag and drop feature, but it's not a high priority as I have some other things I'd like to finish with the application first. But just so you see that, and I'll bring the tool back over just in a sec. And yeah, here's the interaction diagram of how the tool is going to use as far as submitting in documentation and receiving feedback from AI in the TensorFlow library. So here I'm gonna do the demo now. I'm gonna first just show where the tool is at, and then I'm gonna do the handwriting conversion demo right after that. So here you have you select two files, and you're gonna see these file sources. When I select it, it's going to fill in down here which files I select. First one, I'm going to select this text file over here just called anchors. It's just got some general text in it. And actually, I have included my intermediate milestone 2 docx here as well. We're going to merge that one first, just take a look at how that's going to look. So I'm going to hit merge my notes. And then you get this dialog box just confirming to make sure these are the two documents that you want to merge. Okay, and then right now it's only outputting text, and that's like one thing I'm definitely working on is to see if I can save this as a document, because I know a lot of students use docs or even PDF. So that's functionality I'm looking at putting in a little bit later, but this just was to get it up and running. Okay, I'm gonna hit save here, and then this just tells you, hey, this is where I'm saving this this file. It's gonna be at this location. So hit OK. All right, tells me the merge is successful, which is great. And then it asks me if I want to view it. This is gonna kind of look like a little bit of garbled, and I'll hit yes over here, but you can see. So here's where my intermediate milestone 2 doc is. And here, I'm going to just bring that over here and open that. Okay, I don't want to do that. Yes. Okay, it opened up in the other window, so I'm going to bring it back. But you can see here, I've just combined the two docs. So here's intermediate milestone 2, and there's my name, and there's all the text from there. And then when I open up anchors here, you can see, anchors are used to define where text is positioned. And that's just something I grabbed from the GUI toolkit I'm using just to, some verbiage so I could show the merge functionality. But there you go. And here it's saved right here in the test once I hit OK here. And that's going to clear and reset the tool. But, here is the file. So now it's actually saved in their folder that they want. I'm going to do another just quick demonstration showing the PDF functionality. So here we go. And these files here, what I'm trying to figure out, this is something I want to work out if I have time. It saves temporary files. These go away once the execution is done. But for right now, they're there. So let's try doing this new Windows text and now merge that with a PDF. This is a report PDF that I made for machine learning for training. Okay, so hitting merge notes. Okay, that looks good. That's what I want to merge. You can overwrite it, which is great. If you want to do this multiple different iterations and you want to save different files, you can overwrite using the same name. I like how that functionality is built in here. So you can hit yes. Tells you exactly where it's going to be merged into again. All right, hey, it worked. You can do this view option again. So here, let's take a look at those documents just to prove that it's merged here. So the following opens a new window. So that was our first one that we wanted to merge first. So new windows.txt. Okay, so you can see the text there. It worked. And then let's open up that report PDF right down here. All right. I don't know why I did that. Let's get it back over here. All right, so open up the tool again too. Okay. So here we see, yep, starting over at the CS 7641 machine learning for trading, they start getting the text in there. And same sort of thing here. Once I close out of this and okay, I agree to that, I go back over to my file explorer over here, and you can see in the test.txt, it's overwritten now, but it's there. So now you have this all here and you can edit this, and that's pretty great. All right, so now I'm going to move over and bring in, I know this is not going to look very pretty because it's still in the IDE, but here's the TensorFlow. This is how the TensorFlow system works. So pretty much what it's doing now and the current functionality is it's taking an image of handwritten script, and this is a historical document. It's actually in German. It's from GitHub that I pulled a lot of this code from, and it's analyzing this line by line. So if you look in here, well, I'm going to move that back over and just demonstrate it. So right now I just have it running in the IDE. You can also run it from the command line, but here we go. It's going to start up. And one thing that it's doing is it's going to output into this decoded.txt. So you can open this up now. It's not going to have anything in it yet because it's going to start writing into it. So this actually takes a while because you have a lot of libraries and machine learning working in the background, and it actually took almost 24 hours to train the machine learning algorithm to actually recognize the handwriting on the imaging or on the images. So this might run for probably another half a minute or so. We'll see how long it takes. But yeah, in the meantime, let's see. Probably already has some text in there right now if I open it up. Yeah, and you can see it's doing it line by line. And yeah, you've got this German text going in here, which I think hopefully, a lot of our alphabet is the same. So using, I might have to retrain it on some English, but using that same set, hopefully it won't be too difficult and not too much more training to do on that algorithm to finally integrate it into the app. And then where that will go is it'll go right here. So now right now this is not doing anything. But eventually you'll be able to open a file name, whichever it is. It would be JPEG or a PNG file, and then you pretty much, once you've opened it, you can hit this button. I don't think it's, yeah, it's kind of got tagged with something saying the conversion's complete, but it's not really going anywhere yet. Okay, so we exited with code 0. That's good. And then if we look back into here, yeah, you've got this line by line. This was, again, this was the original here, and now we have it line by line transcribed from an image into actual text that I can use, and obviously work to get rid of some of the line by line aspect of the read here. Okay, so that is the app so far, and that concludes the demo of NoteSmoosh so far as well. So looking ahead, I'd like to, yeah, I'd love to hear the feedback from the class on where it's at, and what things they think would be great, or if there's any tips that they have if they've done something similar to this. Continue to add that functionality and continue to test it and see, hey, how can I break it? Because this is going to be something used by students in law school, and I've done this before too, where I try to upload a file that is not compatible with the system. So do that basic error checking, which I know I showed you because it was the happy path scenario, but I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, I could definitely break what I have right now. Make more improvements, whatever those need to be. I kind of left this time to really focus on that machine learning algorithm and trying to merge on those common headers like I was talking about. So you don't just have like one document input after another document, even though that could be useful. The goal here is to try to minimize the amount of redundancy in the documentation. Create the presentation video, which is required per the guidelines to do in other videos such as this, present to the class. Write the paper and create just a user manual with probably just a lot of imagery, just how to work the application. So once I could roll it out onto campus, I could hear what they were saying about it. Um, and that concludes my video. Here are my contact details. If you want to contact me directly, please do so. My email down here, I know some of it might be interfered with by the underline, but it's A as in Andrew, Garber, Garber 6 at gatech.edu. All right, thank you for taking your time and listening to my video, and I hope you look forward to your feedback very soon.